Ugh, good morning, everyone. What time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already midday. I've been sleeping all day. In that case, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be playing Southern Mudding. And the reason we're going to be playing Southern Mudding is because with all the customization features, you can actually build rally cars, or in this case, rally trucks in Southern Mudding. So we are going to be building, let me just open this up, 4 insane vehicles built for rally. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So I think we should start off, I don't know, you guys. I kind of want to start off with the TRX. I really love the TRX. So let's pull it out, and this is going to be the first vehicle that we are going to test. So let's quickly take this to the shop. I'm thinking about making this into a nice dark blue. That is probably what is in my mind, a nice dark blue for the TRX. And of course, we're gonna upgrade the engine and then throw on some rally tires on this bad boy. And oh my goodness, this thing is already slipping really bad. Wait, hold on. I quickly want to test this thing out and see how fast this thing is. So let's do a little test, and holy moly, this thing is fast. I did not think this truck was fast at all. But anyways, we are at the customization shop. So let's quickly open up the garage doors so we can pull in the TRX. And now we just pull this thing, turn off the engine because I do not want to be hearing this thing. And then we can now customize the color, which is going to be like probably like a nice blue like that. Hold on, I don't like this blue. It kind of looks too much of a teal color. Ooh, I like this color. Look at this. This is a really nice color right here. Let me just add some reflectance and boom. Oh my goodness, this thing looks really nice. All right, next up is the tires. For the tires, we're going to be adding some extreme BOG, which is pretty much off-roading. Next up is going to be the rims. So I think for the rims, we might go with these. Oh yeah, we're going to go with those. Those look really sick. We're going to tint out the windows, make them pretty dark. And now here comes the fun part, which is going to be the suspension. So we're going to add some stiffness, some dampening, and lastly, we're going to be adding some height, just like so. I think this is a really good height. And for the wheels, I think the wheels are pretty good. Actually, you know what? We could add some offset. So let's add some offset now that I realize it. And I think this is going to be some good offset. And oh, hold on. Let me do the back. The back needs way more offset. Look at that. This truck is looking really nice. Now, let me just add like half an inch to the tire width. And I think that is going to be it for the tires. Now, before we do leave, we're going to add 25% extra power and 2 superchargers. Now, that thing is going to be super fast. And lastly, for the attachments, we're going to add this circular light. Now, I do want to make my wheels like kind of dark grayish, just like so. And we are going to be done with this build, which means we can go and take this on a rally test. So let me turn off traction. And oh my goodness, this thing is super fast. Look at this. Yo, this should not be legal. Holy moly guacamole. And now there's going to be kind of like a rally track right behind where I live. So let's quickly make our way over there and let's put this thing to the test. Alrighty, everyone, we are now here at the rally track. It's kind of meant for like dirt bikes and stuff like that, but we're not going to be using it for dirt bikes. We're going to be putting it to the test for this TRX. So let's go towards the entrance, which should be right here, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and let's go around the track and let's see how this thing performs around. And hold on, there's a really tight turn, so let's do an awesome drift right there. So far so good, and we're gonna make another drift right here. And oh my goodness, this thing is really good at drifting. All right, we got some bumps. All right, nice. These bumps are nothing for the TRX. We're gonna make a gigantic kind of drift right here, and holy moly guacamole, this thing is a beast. And oh my goodness, we have bigger bumps. Do not flip over, dude. The suspension on this thing is king. Now we gotta make, I think, one last drift, and oh, kind of hit the barrier. My bad. Oh no, it looks like we got like 2 more drifts. All right, let's drift right here. This thing is really good, you guys. So far, I am really impressed on how this thing performs. I'm pretty much stepping on the gas all the way down, and oh, we got one more turn. Look at that. We managed to eat that turn, and I think we might be done. Oh no, we have more bumps, you guys. This is scary. Do not flip over. 1 and 2, and then we got the third one right here, and boom, look at that. This TRX is a champion, and we are now done with the track. Holy moly, this TRX is impressive. This has got to be the best truck we have built so far in today's video. But we have 3 more trucks to go, so let's go back and continue with the second one. And we are now back. This truck is so beautiful and it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But we are now back. Looks like one of the trucks disappeared because my friend had to borrow it, so we got 2 more trucks to work with. But I'm gonna get this thing parked right here. Let me just turn the wheels because it looks really cool when the wheels are turned. And now we have this kind of like I actually don't know what is this, a Ford Maverick? What the heck? It kind of looks like a Toyota Tacoma. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it definitely looks like one. But I think this should be a Ford. Actually, you know what, this is a Chevy and it might be the Trailblazer. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we are here at the customization shop. We're gonna pull in, turn off the engine, and let's begin customizing. I'm thinking about doing a nice dark gray on this thing. Look at that, looks pretty cool. We're gonna add extreme BOG, and for the wheels we're gonna go with the Mud Warriors. Let's add some tint. Oh yes, now the suspension, this is the good part. We're gonna increase the shock and the stiffness and the height, of course. How can we forget about the height? But the tires do look a little bit small, so we're gonna make them a little bit bigger. So let's increase the width and let's increase the tire diameter, just like so. And obviously I want my tires to poke out a little bit, so we're gonna increase the offset. Let me just make sure the back is good. I think the back is poking a little bit too much out. All right, this should be perfect. Let's max out the engine stats, and instead of adding superchargers, we're gonna add 2 turbochargers. And of course we cannot forget about the circular light. Oh, and I forgot, I'm gonna make these kind of white. I think that would look pretty cool. And boom, look at that, we have turned another truck into hopefully another off-roading beast. But I'm gonna quickly drive to the track and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are here at the track, so we're gonna put this truck to the test and let's see how this thing performs, if it's gonna drift. And let's see. And oh whoa, that's a really hard turn. Maybe I need to turn off traction and ABS. Maybe it's gonna perform much. Oh yeah, it's performing way better. But we got some bumps and oh no, yeah, that was a fail. But that will not stop us. Let's finish up the track. Maybe that was just bad luck, but we do have more bumps right here, so let's see if it's still gonna yup, this thing is not good. Yeah, this thing is not the best when it comes to off-road rally. I think, oh whoa, that was a really good drift. Actually, you know what, it's good at drifting though. Although it is better at drifting, it is so bad at these bumps. Look at this, it just flips over. This is so embarrassing. So whatever truck this thing is, I do not recommend it for rally because these bumps are the biggest enemy to this truck. Look at this, it is so bad. Do not flip over. Even the small bumps, this thing wants to flip over. But with that in mind, we have finally and successfully finished this track safely. I'm surprised that I am still alive, you guys, but we have 1 more truck to go and I'm really excited for this one. So let's go back to the farmhouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the farmhouse. We're gonna get this truck parked right next to the TRX right here. So let me turn this around, doing an epic drift and back this thing up so we can drop this thing off and continue with the last one. So let me turn the wheels because it's gonna make it look super cool. And let's begin with the last one, which is going to be a Ford Raptor. I think it is a Ford Raptor. Oh my goodness, I was about to crash. Anyways, let's take this to the mechanic shop and let's max out the Ford Raptor into a rally beast. So I really hope this truck does not disappoint because it's one of my favorite trucks. But we are now here with the power of editing. We managed to come here really fast. So let's pull into the garage where we opened up. We're gonna park this thing and turn off the engine. So first things first is going to be the color. I really want to do like a matte black on this thing. I think a matte black would look pretty sick, just like so. Let's add the extreme rally tires. Ooh, these look nice. I'm gonna keep these, and then I'm just gonna add some transparency to the windows, just like so. Next up, we have the suspension. We're gonna add some stiffness, and then we're gonna add some dampening, and we're gonna finish off the suspension with adding some height. Oh my goodness, this thing looks like a complete beast. Now let me just make these tires a little bit wider, just a little bit, and then we're gonna add some offset. And lastly, we're gonna add 2 turbochargers and 25% extra power with our circular lights, just like so. And I think I might make the wheels chrome. Can I make the wheels chrome? Oh no, I can't. I can make them gray. They kind of look like chrome. But anyways, let's pull out and let's put this thing to the test. So I'm gonna go and head over to the track. Alrighty everyone, we are now at the track with our last vehicle right here, which is gonna be the Raptor R. It's a really nice Ford. Look at the color on this thing. It's a really nice black color. But let me hop in and let's get this over with. So let's go and let's see how this thing performs on this turn right here. And okay, not bad. I might have to turn off ABS and traction so it won't have any trouble. And oh, we got some bumps. Nice. It was handled pretty well by the Raptor, but we have some bigger ones. Let's see if this flips over. Oh my god, sadly it did flip over. I really didn't want this thing to flip over over, but that is okay because we still have more bumps right there. Maybe it performs much better on those things. We're almost done with the rally tracks. Let's go over these, and oh no. It does not like these bumps, you guys. But let's finish off this track. We're almost finished. I think we have one last set of bumps, and I think we're ready to flip over. 1, 2, and come on, 3. Let's go. We did not flip over actually, but we are now done with the track with our off-roading vehicles that we built today. We built 3 beautiful rally trucks that we took around this track right here. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.